Hold on. It's your boy J Book. We are doing a reaction to Ray William Johnson. He has been creating YouTube videos since I was in like middle school. So I'm a full adult. So shout out to Ray William Johnson, and we're gonna be reacting to his video. Who you think James knew? I guess it's a California crime story. He do crime stories. So these are actually good. I actually been watching this like every day. So let's do it.
So one day, this woman goes for a jog around her neighborhood when suddenly, bam, an SUV pulls up out of nowhere and two women get out. And
Okay, what are y'all doing if two women pull out with the blickies? I'm running.
and they both have pew-pews, and they grab her and they force her into the SUV, and the SUV speeds away. Now, the woman who was kidnapped, she's a normal suburban mom. Her name's Sherry. And on that day, Sherry doesn't show up to pick up her kids after school.
She didn't come and pick up the kids. Look, she should have broke off with the kids. Get off of me, I gotta get my kids.
And her husband, this guy, Keith gets worried.
Keith did it. He hired some people. It's a hypothesis, but I think he hired a hitman to get his wife got. But let's see.
And he calls the police, and then boom, a search gets underway. And suddenly everyone's looking for Sherry, and this story is all over the media. And
I like that these stories be real stories, but I don't like it because I'm like, people be different.
they announce a reward for any information about her disappearance.
50K, I'm telling everything. Hey, man.
Someone sets up a GoFundMe to help with the search, and
Got 50K in the GoFundMe too? Aish.
it raises over $50,000. But unfortunately, weeks pass, and no one has heard anything. And there's no sign of what might have happened to her. Until
I like who you be like, until. What happened, bro? Until what?
22 days go by, and it's 4 a.m., and a woman driving along the highway, she spots a disheveled person on the side of the road. So she calls police. So police come, and they find it's Sherry.
Sherry.
And she looks terrible. She's seriously beaten up. She's starved down to 87 pounds. All her hair is chopped off. And strangely, she has a Bible verse branded on her shoulder blade. And of course, police know exactly who she is. So they bring her in and they question her a few times, trying to figure out exactly what the hell happened to her during those 22 days.
What y'all think happened? I think she was tired of her life and ran away.
But Sherry, she's being really odd about the whole thing. She's not telling them a lot. But after a few sessions with her, she eventually gives them this story. She says that day she was out jogging, two Latina ladies pulled up in an SUV, and they held her at gunpoint, and they put her in the SUV, and they drove her to some shady location, and there they chained her up. Now from this story, police get enough of a description of the kidnappers to draw these two sketches. But unfortunately, their faces are covered, so the drawings aren't much help. But police hear this story, and they keep wondering, why the hell did the kidnappers burn a Bible verse into her skin? And so Sherry tells them something, but she keeps changing the details of the story. And it's especially weird because this Bible verse basically says anyone who kidnaps someone else should be put to death, which seems like a weird thing for actual kidnappers to burn into someone's back.
What y'all think happening? But nah, that's different. Oh, this hoodie hot, y'all.
They do DNA testing on Sherry's clothes from when she was taken. And the tests show that there's male DNA on the underwear she was wearing. But it sucks because that DNA doesn't match with anyone in their criminal database. Until. At this point, about 4 years have passed.
Okay, that's too long. 4 years? I'm like, it took me forever to get to 2026. 4 years? Sheesh.
Their DNA finally links with someone in their database. And basically the results show that while they can't find a match for this DNA, they did find that it's
Not the relative going crazy.
They find that this relative is related to this guy, James. And James just happens to be Sherry's ex-boyfriend.
James need a haircut.
So police find James and they confront him, and he quickly crumbles, and he tells police that basically Sherry must have kidnapped herself. So here's what really happened.
Uh-oh. Sherry kidnapped herself so she didn't have to be with the kids no more.
Goes to the jogging track that day, and she randomly calls James to come pick her up. And when he does, she leaves her phone and her ear pods there where she was jogging, so it will look like someone abducted her. James then drives Sherry 9 hours away to his place to live with.
Hey, I told y'all she was trying to get her something else.
There, she starves herself to lose a bunch of weight, she cuts off all her hair, she beats herself up, and she has James brand a Bible verse on her shoulder blade.
Oh, wow.
Allegedly, Sherry was just tired of her suburban life Or maybe she just wanted attention. It isn't actually entirely clear why she faked her own kidnapping. But after 22 days of living there with James...
Now, what you think they would do with Jay? Was that like her rendezvous, or she just wanted to, like... Nah, the branded Bible verse is different, though.
She decides she's done with this whole plot, and that kidnapping herself was a terrible idea. So she suddenly asks James to drive her roughly 9 hours back near her home in Northern California and drop her off on the side of the highway.
9 hours? Ice.
And that is where the police found her. But here's the craziest part. According to James, he wasn't even in on the whole scam. He had no idea she was faking her own kidnapping. Allegedly, when she called him to come pick her up that day, he thought she wanted to be with him and that she was just running away from her family and her abusive husband. Which, by the way, it turns out her husband Keith was never abusive.
I was like, it seemed like he was a good guy, but she is.
She made that up too. So anyway, police arrest Sherry. I don't have a mugshot, but here's what she...
Wait, you get arrested for faking a kidnapping? The more
James looks like in real life. Ugh. And so Sherry goes to court. She pleads guilty to all this. And she's sentenced to 18 months in prison, and she's ordered to pay back all the money her hoax cost the state, which is around $300,000.
Oh, no. Oh, no. 300 bands. You went in debt because you got bored? Don't make me bad. You burned yourself because you was bored? Come on, ladies, let's do better. Tell me, hey, baby, I'm bored. Okay, let's go on a trip. What do you want me to fake kidnap you? Because what's going on? 300 bands, and you might want me to pay it back too. We're getting divorced. I won't lie. Because you got bored and went with another guy. What were you doing for 26 days?
James wasn't charged with any crime at all. Also, 2 days after she pled guilty, her husband Keith filed for divorce. Good for him. Shout out.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Keith, shout out Keith, because I would have divorced her day one. Because why are you lying to the police officer? I'm mad. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to Ray William Johnson on Facebook. Pretty sure he still have his Instagram. But these stories are good. I like when people like untool. Not shout out to the lady. Shout out James for being a real one. Hope he take care of his
Keith, not James.
Keith. I hope Keith take care of his kids. James, I guess. I don't know what you got from that. Say no next time. And young lady, lock in for real. I mean, more reactions. I do lifestyle content as well. And yeah, we on the up and up whole time. Peace.